Hello everyone, my name is Roger Lan with FD Feng Shui Consultant. Customer Kenny asked me, can I live in a high tower building around like 37th floor? Is it good Feng Shui or bad Feng Shui? Yes, I like to answer the question. Also, I'd like to share my thought. And yes, for Feng Shui, the single family house and the high tower building, the Feng Shui is totally different. Because a single family house, maybe you have a single floor, two floor, but it's close to the earth. It's close to the ground, so the earth chi is more full of earth chi. But earth power, I mean, you live in like single floor or second floor. But if you live in a high tower building, you live the earth chi is very far. Sometimes earth chi is related to our health or affect our energy. So if you live in a high tower building, have some good, some bad. So let me explain to you. First, high tower building, the good point, you like 37th floor. Of course, if you have very good view, of course that's good. Like what is a good view? The view is like you can see far away and there's no taller building in front of you. So that generally you have more benefit for the career and your work, because you can have a more strong vision. Okay, so but if in front of you have a high tower building that block you, then it's not good. So that's one thing. High tower building, you gotta see through very far. You have the good view, okay, good vision. Also, to live in a high tower building, because people think about that's more convenient, because mostly they located downtown area. So in city, so you purchase anything, maybe you go downstairs, you can purchase. So it's more convenient. But sometimes if what about the breakout and sometimes no power, you have to walk downstairs. It's not convenient anymore. So anyway, it's convenient maybe for high tower building person. Okay, but still live in a high tower building, you need to check to see if your left and right building, because if a high tower building, if single alone, that's not good, because like I said, your tallest one surrounding your building, then that's not good. So that's a very because when we live in a house, you got to have a neighbor. You got to have a left and right neighbor. If you don't have a left and right neighbor, you will alone. Alone meaning you probably sometimes if you are a married person, you live there, you will feel alone. You don't feel secure. You don't trust anybody. So that's one thing is not good for high tower building. Okay, so especially for people who are a married person, if you move into the high tower building, you feel like you want a single. You don't want a couple with you. So that we end up the bad result. Okay, so for high tower building, the bad point is first high tower building. Because they have stair, they have like elevator. Sometimes in the center, sometimes on the side. So the elevator will affect the square, the area. So cause your living space is not square. It's not square building that will cause many problem, because the energy distribution they have to evenly. If a square property, that is energy distribution is even. If you have some corner like you're missing east, you're missing west, so that's not good, because the house itself, when you move in, it represent you, represent your body, represent your family member. So if you're missing something, like for example, if you're missing east, that represent your liver, represent your son. So if you're missing east, your liver is not good, and your son is not disobey. If you try to have a kid, a boy, you won't have a boy, because the east represents the sun position. So that's one thing, one example. Okay, so most likely the apartment building is not square. Okay, if that's square, it's okay. like I said, rich people, they live a big apartment. The big apartment mostly there's a whole floor, so that's a square. But you live a small apartment, and most likely that when you walk in, a lot of apartment you walk in is like a kitchen. It's like aisle, it's like bathroom before you get to the living room. But that's not good because that causes big problem, a marriage problem, health problem, a financial problem. So that's one thing. The too small apartment will cause something like that. So that's you need to be careful. Also, because you see, most of the rich people they live in a big building, so they make that rich. But if you live in a small house, of course, big house people will make more money than you because a small house generally they don't have give you good enough energy. Yeah. So basically, if a small house like Hong Kong, or a lot of people live in a small building, most likely will cause a lot of problem as well because people most likely they don't want to stay home because too crowded, too much pressure, and too much argument. So a small building will cost like that. But too big a building and only two people live there will also cause problem because the too empty, the energy will end up concentrated in the house. So won't have to accumulate in the house. So that will cause problem. We feel lonely. Okay, kids won't run. Okay, so that's one thing. Too big, too small is not good. Also, apartment building because the bin is too much. The type of bin will affect to people's health, also affect the relationship. Because the high tower building, they need a bin to support the house. So if you have too much bin, that also affect a lot of things. So that's one bad thing. Okay. Also, small apartment because there's like I said, when you walk in is bathroom, is you see the kitchen, also affect health, also affect marriage because when you walk in, you see the dining table, you see the kitchen first. That means the woman in the house need to handle this house, need to take a more responsibility for the house. So when you walk in, because the kitchen, the dining table, they all affect the man's power because the living room represents men. Then they have to go through the bathroom, go through the dining table, go through the kitchen. Then you get to the living room, which the man has no power. There's no, because living room is way back. So which is the house is very hard to make money. So all this apartment is like I said, it's very good for single people. Single people, of course, the health you need to take care, but single because a small apartment just only for single people. So if you are a married couple, I still don't suggest you live there. Okay, so overall the apartment, of course, rich people like Trump Tower, like Trump's building is very nice building. Because left and right, left and higher, and right side building is lower. So that's why Trump's so success. But it's but still, you want to choose apartment building. You have to reconsider either you want to live in a single family house or you want to live in the apartment house. Okay, because single family house still have more benefit than apartment. All right. So this compared high tower building answer my customer question. Just share with you. If you have any question, you're welcome to leave a comment here. And my name is Roger Lam with FD Feng Shui Consultant. Thank you for watching. I see you next time. Bye bye.